Tonight's holiday edition of BananaLaser is brought to you in part by Anal Ease Sexual Lubricants. Keep a bottle handy for those special nights with your sweetheart.
Morning, officers. What y'all, the second team?
We're the first team.
Yeah, we're not gonna fall for a banana in the tailpipe.
You're not gonna fall for the banana in the tailpipe?
It should be more natural, brother. It should flow out like this. Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe. Damn! I wanna kill Slam. Damn! I wanna kill Slam. Damn! I wanna kill Slam. Damn! I wanna kill Slam.
Throw me the idol and I'll throw you the whip. Welcome to BananaLaser. It is all figuratively downhill from here. What's up, guys? This is Matt. Wazell if you're nasty. With me as always is Dave Z. What the hell is up, Dave Z?
Hey, yo, brother. Happy 4th.
Absolutely. Happy holidays to everyone out there. And yeah, let's talk about that. Happy 4th? Isn't it our Independence Day? What do you call it?
I just call it the 4th of July, straight up. I fucking work every year, so it's just another day for me. Actually, you know, yeah, it means I work a little harder than usual. Yeah, I just say fucking happy 4th, I guess.
Me too, dude.
Right? I can't remember the last time I was free on that day, so what do I know anymore at this point?
Me too. Yeah, in the service industry, it's a little different.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily a free day. But yeah, that always bothered me. You know, they call it the 4th of July. I guess it just has a better ring to it. I don't know. So,
but Independence Day does sound much better. It sounds a lot more important.
Yes, it's more stoic, more regal. You know.
Yeah.
You know, we're a shorthand society now and shit like that. So maybe that has something to do with it.
Yeah.
So,
and then that movie came out with Will Smith, and I every time I hear Independence Day, I think about that movie. So,
oh my god,
that's how fucking warped my mind is from movies.
Are you a fan of that movie?
You know what? I love the fucking first 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah.
The invasion. It's genuinely scary to me. Where the fucking when they come down and they do this shit and they're out just to fucking be a menacing fucking group of aliens and to fuck with. Because think about it. What if that was to happen? That's scary.
There would be poop in my pants. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, just like that movie and Titanic. To me, they actually, when I watch those movies, I genuinely put myself in that situation, and it's more scary to me than 80% of the horror movies I watch.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
I hold them in high regard just because of that reason. Yeah.
Well, I never let go, Rose, just like you told me to. So, yeah, we're here. We got a special episode for the holiday, Independence Day, 4th of July, whatever the hell you want to call it. We're all having fun. We got a movie review for the holiday. There's not too many of these holiday movies out there. Like you said, there's Independence Day, but we found one. You might not be aware of it. It is called Uncle Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. The tagline is Uncle Sam wants you dead.
Oh, that's great, isn't it?
Yep. Yep. So
maybe simpler than that. And I'm surprised it took them that long because this is 1996, I believe. This movie comes out, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
Now, think about this. Prior to that, with the exception of Easter, no, and Thanksgiving. Hold on, see, maybe it's not that big a deal, but pretty much in the '80s slasher era, every fucking thing that was held sacred, every holiday, everything was freaking,
Absolutely.
right?
You got Christmas Evil, you got New Year's
Christmas,
Evil, you
forget
got
it.
Silent Night, Deadly Night, you got all that shit. But actually, I mean, if we're tangenting on holiday horror, they they got the Eli Roth Thanksgiving.
Right. When's that coming out?
I don't know. If he makes that, I am there, dude.
Oh, I'm
Opening
fucking,
night,
of course.
that trailer looks fucking beautiful. I can watch it over and over again.
Listen, I'm not going to be really happy until every holiday is desecrated by horror. I want every fucking one. We deserve it, the fucking horror fans. We've done enough.
Arbor Day, look out. Killer trees. Holy shit.
Arbor Day.
The trees are back. It's the Lord of the Rings, spin-off. The fucking trees start killing everybody. Shit.
Son of a bitch. Well, let's get the fucking work. Fuck the show.
Yeah.
Let's start writing for Hollywood. Fuck
Let me get my word processor out here.
Right.
Let's start getting this shit. There actually also is a movie that's somebody's making independently called Easter Sunday, and that's a slasher.
I've heard about that.
Yeah, I'm interested in that. I don't know when the release date is going to be, but this movie, Uncle Sam, came out, like you said, 1996, and it's directed by William Lustig. Is that his name?
William Lustig, yes.
Lustig.
Which right off the bat caught me.
Yeah, he did the Maniac Cop trilogy.
Not even that. He did fucking Maniac.
That's right.
Joe Spinell, the
shit.
original fucking classic
That's
Maniac.
right.
Yeah, that's what I knew him from. I'm going to be honest. I've never watched any of the Maniac Cop movies.
You haven't?
I don't know why. They never appealed to me. But Maniac, the original fucking, that was just remade,
Right.
I've seen it several fucking times. We'll probably cover it later on because it's a great movie.
I agree. I'm a huge fan of the Maniac movie. I've seen the first Maniac Cop, and there are a lot of similarities between that movie and Uncle Sam. But I really liked Maniac Cop. It's good. I recommend that you check it out. It's got Bruce Campbell and that other guy with the mustache. What's his name?
Wait, Tom Atkins?
Yeah, Tom Atkins.
Oh,
There you go.
I knew that they were in there for whatever reason. I've always just avoided it. I just thought it would be too hokey. And I remember when it first came out. I remember it was in the cover of Fangoria magazine back when fucking that's all we had. There was a time before the internet. There was no fucking internet, no podcasts, no anything. The only thing we had as horror fans was fucking Fangoria and the letters that were written in there and the articles that were published. And that's it. And I remember it coming out, and I think it ended up being direct-to-video. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
but
I know. I think you're right.
I just blew it off. I don't know why. I thought it was gonna be too hokey, so I just said, fuck it,
But yet today you sat down and watched Uncle Sam. Definitely not hokey.
All right, not in the least bit. No.
I've never seen this movie, but I do know of this movie, and that's because it goes back to us being 70s and 80s kids. But I know of this movie strictly because of the box art. Do you know what I'm talking about?
100%, because it was a VHS. It was 96. It was still heavy into VHS. I remember walking by it at the video store, and I know what you're going to get at. It's the fucking hologram. Right?
Yeah, the hologram.
Right.
It's just got, the Uncle Sam guy, and at first I guess he's normal like Uncle Sam. Then as you turn the box, it slowly transitions into the fucking zombie Uncle Sam or whatever that we get. Which, actually, I've seen it. What was Jack Frost? They did it with that fucking movie
Same
too.
fucking thing. And you know what? I've never sat down and watched Jack Frost either.
Not the Michael Keaton Jack
No,
Frost.
neither.
The other
Not
one.
the Michael Keaton. Not the horror movie. Nothing.
Yeah, well, it's I think it's streaming on Netflix, so you might want to check it out.
Maybe we'll save it for a show this December or something.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, even though the box art was attractive and always caught my eye, I always wanted to look at it. Still, the premise, I was like, nah, I'm not fucking gonna watch that. There's a guy in an Uncle Sam outfit, like seems retarded. But really, I'm surprised it took them this long to make it. Don't you think?
Well, yeah, based upon the 80s and
Right.
how they fucking blasphemed every holiday that they could think of. Yes.
Right. It seems like that would have been, I mean, isn't the 4th of July one of the biggest holidays, in our country? I mean, it's probably in the top 5. Clearly, it should have been, lampooned in a horror movie before now. But, I mean,
I hear
it
you.
is,
Yeah.
1996, so. Yeah.
Fucking kudos to them. Fucking good idea. Someone was going to do it eventually.
Yep.
Cash in. Fuck.
Absolutely. So the movie, it starts out in Kuwait a few weeks before, the 4th of July, and basically a sergeant and a fucking like private, I guess. Why they're by themselves, I have no idea. But they go search this downed helicopter, and apparently it's been downed because of friendly fire. And there's bodies there, and the bodies look burnt. I mean, it's not explained what the fuck is going on, but they look fucking burnt, and the helicopter has just crashed. So it's like, did they burn and then stop burning? I don't fucking know. But one of these guys is Sam Harper, who will end up being the Uncle Sam in the movie. And what really threw me off was that he's dead, right? Okay, they come to the helicopter. They're talking about friendly fire, boo-hoo, it's tragedy. And all of a sudden, Sam Harper just wakes up and just breaks the private's neck and then shoots the sergeant with a gun and says something like, don't be afraid, it's only friendly fire. And then, just goes back to being dead. What the fuck, dude?
Right.
Do you understand that at all?
Well, don't even
understand
gloss
any of that.
over it, because there's more to it than the way you explained it. First and foremost, they were talking about their friendly fire, and the guy and the private says something to the the guy, the sergeant, whatever. Why are you what's this friendly fire? He goes, this just happens in a war. So whatever. So then they get down there, and the private's there. He looks at the dog tags. This is Sam Harper. Next thing you know, he turns around just for a fucking millisecond, and Sam's arms come up. This was CG. This was fucking computer. They
Really?
came up so... Oh, my God. Did you see how quick his arms came up?
No.
No fucking human can move his arms that fast. It was like that movie... did you see Titanic 2 by any... No, of course you did.
Oh, my God.
Anyway, I rented Titanic 2 for a fucking laugh one night.
Of course you rented it.
Right, for a laugh. And there was a scene where the ground split, like Moses fucking came in and did something, and something sunk. But anyway, it happened way too quick. It was the same fucking thing. His arms came up so quick, and they put him around this private's neck. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous the way his arms came up. When he snapped his neck, he spun his head around. That was kind of badass. It wasn't really a carrot snap, but...
Right.
It was still kind of cool.
It was more like a head of lettuce. It was,
Yes.
There I go with the food references.
Yep,
Yeah,
fucking
crazy,
Raekwon the chef over there. Absolutely, yes. So we had a head of lettuce fucking neck snap. But here's the cool thing. The motherfucker takes the gun. I don't know if it was his gun or the private's gun, and he stabs the fuck out of the private after he snaps his neck, and then proceeds to shoot the sergeant with the gun as it's going through the private's body.
Okay, is that what he was doing? I was confused.
I
because...
rewound it 2 or 3 times.
Okay,
Me. Yeah,
I was like, is he using his body as a silencer for the gun? That's the only thing I could think of. So he stabbed him with it. Okay, well that's way cooler than what I fucking.
Yeah, it was cool.
I wish I fucking got that across.
He fucking stabbed him like 3 or 4 times, and then he proceeded to fucking gun down the sergeant. Ba-bum, 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 and fucking, then he killed that guy, and then he goes, what the hell did he say? He says, he did have a fucking line about, he goes, it's only friendly fire.
It's only friendly fire, yeah.
And then he fucking dies, apparently.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? So, right off the bat, you're just like, okay, I kind of get what's happening, but at the same time, the logic, okay, they're just throwing logic, just don't expect logic at all immediately. Their rules are just so out there. They're not going to have rules, essentially.
Yeah, and at this point, I was a little confused. Because when it first opened up, and you see Kuwait, and June 29th or whatever the fuck date it was, and something. It looked like a movie, and they showed the Jeep going and the army people. They were talking about something serious. I thought, well, I was afraid that this was a movie that was going to take itself too seriously.
No, clearly not. No.
Right, it ended up not being, which is great.
Yeah.
You know, which
No,
made
it's
it
good.
enjoyable in a way. You know what I mean? But at first, a movie that takes itself too seriously and sucks just is the worst kind of suck.
Right.
You know?
It would be like if Jack Frost movie was taking itself seriously.
Right.
And show like it would be just terrible. I mean, don't get me wrong, this movie is not good by any
course
means.
not.
But
No.
it's definitely watchable. Absolutely. It's, you know. So but then so after that opening scene, you know, you're left wondering what the fuck's going on. You get the credits sequence, and you know, I've told you this in the past. I love it when they do these credit sequences right, and this one does it fucking right, dude.
Absolutely.
I loved it has the big fanfare kind of music, ba, da, 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 ba, da, 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 you know, all that shit, and then fucking
It's great. Shit
But
from
then
the 30s and everything. Fucking
yeah,
old
it has
Sam
all these
videos.
fucking clips of just different Uncle Sams, you know, from you know, throughout history and stuff like that. Cartoon versions, human versions, and you know
It's
what?
great. It almost makes you feel fucking,
Patriotic,
it almost
dude.
fills you up with fucking patriotism.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yes.
You're like America, fuck yeah,
Exactly.
America, fuck yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
Suck on my
Yes.
balls, America. Yeah. So, but that got me thinking, dude. Like, do you know anything about the Uncle Sam persona or character? Was it based on it had to be based on a real guy, right? But I don't know nothing about it. Do
I
you know
doubt it.
anything
I
about
just think U.S. fucking, and they abbreviated it to Uncle Sam. It's just a fucking another form of whatever. I'm not
It's
getting
rah-rah-ism. That's
Right,
what it is.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's just the
Is that a word? Did I just invent a word?
Rah-rah-ism.
Hey, America, rah-rah. Dude.
Rah-rah-ism. I hope it comes up again because that's a good one.
Oh, this movie is chock full of rah-rah. Don't shit on America. That is the fucking message of this movie.
Yeah, fucking that's Sam's message for damn sure.
Yeah. So then, after the credits, then, you know, it shows the town that we're going to be in throughout this movie. And it's Twin Rivers, and it says it's July 1st. But what sticks out in my mind is it says Twin Rivers, comma, USA. like what?
As opposed to fucking Iraq or something. Right?
Yeah, like I know we were in Kuwait, but come on, we're gonna know that one, this is the United States, but two, it also just totally glossed over the state. You know, like it's in the United States. Don't worry about where it's Twin Rivers.
Right,
You
it's
know
like
where it is.
Springfield in The Simpsons.
Yeah,
you know?
Exactly. So, that I thought was
Ambiguous.
fucked up.
Right.
Right. So then the movie's opening up and showing all the characters. You're introduced to Sam's nephew, his sister, and his, I guess, estranged wife and stuff like that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, as it turns out, like Sam has been, he's been overseas for like 3 years or something. He's been deployed for over 3 years.
Well, it turns out that he was dead for 3 years until they found out, which we'll touch upon later because that's a whole other fucking can of worms. But he's been
Right.
deployed for a little while, and you know, when the sergeant or whoever the fuck he is shows up to his ex-wife's door, he breaks her the news. You know, I'm sorry to say, you know, Sam was found in a helicopter crash.
What?
And,
So wait a minute. Okay.
Yeah, I know what
they
you're gonna
found
say.
him.
Right.
Then did they find him was he sitting there in the helicopter for 3 years?
This is
Because-
where fucking logic gets
Yeah.
fucked up.
Yeah, we're
Yes.
thinking about this way too hard, I think. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what's great about this movie because these are the kind of questions I was posing, you know, as I'm watching this because it happens, and then the guy says, you know, because think about it, the woman says we haven't, you know, it's been 3 years. So in other words, they haven't heard hell or high fucking water or whatever the fuck the expression is. They haven't heard shit from this cat in 3 years.
Right.
So
whatever the case, it's been 3
the
years.
crash has happened 3 years ago. However, suddenly now, and it wasn't that big a deal. It was a fucking friendly fire. The thing got shot down, and now of all times, the sergeant shows up at this girl's doorstep after she's coming back from a date from a horny cop. And
Yeah.
did you notice that every fucking guy in this film is trying to get with
Yeah.
Yes,
Like,
they're all trying to get with a chick, and all the chicks are fucking like pushing them away.
yeah.
You would have thought that this one was made by a feminist. You really would have.
Well, I wouldn't have fucked any of those guys either. I mean, come on.
Well, no, I give you that. But the girls weren't
dude,
special either.
Okay, I gotta back up. You just made me think of something. So he's in the army, right? He's kind of a zombie of some sorts, or something is going on there. Okay, I've got it. It's fucking trioxin, dude. From fucking Return of the Living Dead. It just dawned on me. He fucking opened up a barrel of trioxin, and that's why he's able to be doing this shit, dude. That's it. That answers everything. I literally just thought of that.
Fuck. Why the fuck didn't they align themselves? This movie should have been Return of the Living Dead 4, if that's the case.
Yeah, fuck those sci-fi
Parentheses,
movies.
Uncle Sam, or colon, whatever the fuck. Uncle Sam returns. Something. Right?
Yeah, that would have been. Oh man, that would have made
It
this
would have made
better.
more because it would have had that franchise tagline or that franchise label, you know?
Absolutely.
But the guy shows up on the wife's door and says, "Hey, listen, sorry to say, but you know your husband." And at first she's like, "He's alive. He's alive. It's been 3 years." She's like, "No, he was hit with some friendly fire, and unfortunately, your husband's passed, and he's a decorated, a member of the army. We can bury him in one of our." I'm really I don't know a whole hell of a lot about you come from a military family or no?
No, absolutely not.
Fuck. Okay, so we're kind of in the dark. But anyway, he says something and he's like, well, he could be buried with a bunch of veterans in a special cemetery,
right?
Or
you can bury it. Yeah.
Yes, and she's like, well, he has a plot next to his parents. We'd like to bury him in that. Okay. So, but here's what I don't understand. Right off the fucking bat, here's logic. This thing happened 3 years ago. It was a small crash. There was 3 or 4 people in this little tiny helicopter crash. Why the fuck would it take 3 years to find that shit?
Exactly.
Okay.
Who knows? Who knows? See, they talk about him like he is like some kind of madman killing machine. And so I thought it was he was over there for 3 years and just went off on his own on a rampage and never contacted his family or anything until he eventually died because he was going nuts, and so the army took it upon themselves to kill him. And that was the friendly fire.
Wow. Holy fuck. Real? Wow.
That's what I really thought. And
that's brilliant. It fucking never occurred to me that they gunned him down because he was a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what they elaborate is that he's bloodthirsty and he's a wife beater and all this shit already.
Right.
And so, yeah, and then he just happens to also not die when they do it, so or whatever.
Holy shit.
But okay,
that's
going
cool, though.
going into the I want to get to the kid, but you brought up bringing the coffin. Now,
oh boy,
I understand that you got a decision as to where to bury him, but why? This is the 20th century. Why would they take the body to the home as opposed to a morgue, or not a morgue, but a funeral home? It should go straight to the fucking funeral home. Yes.
Thank you. I questioned my wife because she actually comes from a military family. And I asked her, I said, have you ever, is this something they do in the military where, if somebody is to pass in war, before the burial, they hold the services in the household of a family member? Or what is this?
I could see that happening, but it would still, he needs to be embalmed and all that fucking shit. Like, you wouldn't just take it straight to the house.
But this is it, though. It's fucking 3 years later. He's already half zombified. Not half. He is zombified.
He is. Yeah, the dude
Yes.
is crusty, man.
Who the fuck puts somebody in a coffin that's basically decayed? For all intensive purposes.
Fucking government, man.
Right.
Taking shortcuts. Those motherfuckers. Can't believe it. God damn
Right?
it.
What
They're
the
always
fuck?
sticking it to us. Jesus.
I thought maybe it was some type of, some type of military thing that I didn't know about. Maybe they always brought it back to the family, regardless of condition, put a flag over the casket, and let it sit in the house for a day or 2 days before they buried it. But no.
way.
I mean, I asked her. I mean, you don't know, I don't know. She actually comes from a military family, so I said maybe she'll. I asked her. I said, "Does that sound right to you?" She's like, "I never heard of that." Now, I don't know. It just, who the fuck will keep a corpse in their house? And it's not just a corpse either. It's a fucking, it's a corpse that's been decayed for a couple of years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he's crusty,
First of all, yeah, he's fucking crusty as fuck. Why wouldn't they cremate him to begin with?
Because
wouldn't have a movie.
Then the trioxin would have gotten the air and turned everyone into zombies, dude.
And then little fucking Jody would have been a zombie too, right?
Jody, okay, yeah, let's talk about this fucking kid.
Fucking
I mean,
Jody.
right off the bat, I mean, first of all, he doesn't talk like a kid. It's clearly an adult writing lines for a kid, and he doesn't understand how they talk. But, okay, for instance, it starts right off the bat, and he idolizes his uncle for being a war hero and all this stuff. And I get that, absolutely. He looks up to him. And
It's all he
that.
has. He
Doesn't have a father figure.
Right.
So he looks up to him, but the way this kid talks is fucking retarded. Okay, he breaks the pitcher, the glass frame on the pitcher, and he cuts his foot on it by accident. Yep. And then he goes to his mom, and like the first thing he says to her is, "I didn't mean to bother you. I just thought I might bleed to death." like, was he serious about that? Why does he have an attitude? I don't fucking understand.
You would think that any kid under the age of fucking, 14, if they woke up and cut their foot, first of all, it happens for no reason. He doesn't even knock it off unless I miss something. It just seems like the picture just falls on the ground. He has a picture next to his bed, and it's like a glass frame and whatever, a wooden frame and a glass cover, whatever the fuck it's called. And it falls on the ground. He gets up, he steps on it, he's bleeding, goes to his mother's room, and he's all apologetic. And you would think that a child would be like, "Holy fuck!" Especially at that age.
Out, yeah.
Mom, hey, I cut my foot. But no.
Yeah.
You know what it is though? I think it's trying to show us that he's all business. He's fucking military minded.
Oh, he is all business.
Because look what he slept in. He slept in a fucking, like a pair of jogging pants maybe, but he had, right off the bat, he had a fucking
fatigues.
shirt, right? Didn't he have a shirt with, fake medals on it or military type shit on it?
Oh, really? I didn't notice that. I
Yeah,
wouldn't put
he
it
was
past
all
this kid.
military. They didn't miss a beat with Jody. In the first fucking, in the first 2/3 of the film, he fucking walked like he should have been in a parade on the 4th of July. He was so patriotic.
Right.
In every way.
Dude, he cannot wait to enlist. And he even says, in 8 or 9 years, I'll be able to enlist. Like, what the fuck? Dude, when I was 10 years old, the only thing I want to do is play video games, dude, for real. Like, I was not thinking a year down the line. I wasn't even thinking 3 months down the line. This guy's got his fucking future all mapped out. Join the military. I'm going to be a badass like my uncle. Like, what the fuck?
He's fucking obsessed. That's all there is to it. He's straight up, it's the only real strong male figure he has, and he's obsessed with him, and he's obsessed with the army. He goes to school, He goes to the classroom, and he shows his
right.
medals.
Yeah, he's showing the medals off. And
now, hold on. Let me ask you something. I don't know a whole fucking hell of a lot about it, but he goes to the school, shows off his medals, and it's funny the conversation he has with the teacher. But prior to that happening, he holds up a Purple Heart and something else, and he says the Purple Heart is from Panama, which is, prior to Kuwait, of course. Mm-hmm. Now, if you get a Purple Heart, correct me if I'm wrong, doesn't that mean you've been injured in the fucking line of duty, and that's kind of the end of you? You're not fighting anymore?
That's what I always thought.
Okay. So,
yeah.
Nonsense.
Well, maybe they just didn't do the research. Who knows?
Come on. If assholes like you and I don't know shit about the military procedures, know that a Purple Heart means
right.
The guy's been injured in the line of duty. Why would they do that? That makes fucking zero sense. Zero.
That's the whole thing. Maybe this fucking Sam Harper dude, he wanted to kill so badly and had to do it in a military setting. He got a Purple Heart, he got sent home, and then somehow snuck his fucking way back in to the military. Who knows?
He signed a fucking thing. Said fucking, he waved freaking whatever.
Right.
I'm going out there and I want to kill some more. I guess that's possible. But I mean, they could have elaborated. But I just thought that was fucked up that he went into the classroom. He said this, and this. Here's a Purple Heart. Now, when I think Purple Heart, I think, this poor guy was hurt in the line of duty and he can no longer fight and serve the country, in the war. So, but apparently not, because then he went to Kuwait.
Apparently not. Yeah,
then
who knows?
Then he was calling out the poor bastard. His teacher was talking about Vietnam. Why didn't you enlist? Remember, he was fucking busting the teacher's balls.
Oh yeah. I'm not saying that you're a coward.
Right, but my uncle would have said that.
Okay, you old fucking prick. Sit down.
Right.
Take your medals and shove them up your ass. No, but then he says. He also elaborates again about joining the army. He says, when I grow up, I will join the army and do whatever the president says because he knows best. A 10-year-old. Like, what the fuck?
Yes, the poor 100% fucking brainwashed.
Right.
100%.
Yeah, I wonder if anybody in the government has seen this fucking movie.
Right?
I'm writing my congressman a letter. I'm sending him a copy of this movie. I want answers, goddammit.
Well, it does speak. I mean, it does speak politically. There are a few characters that that do speak of it, and you're like the mother's boyfriend, the teacher, and then of course the Isaac Hayes character.
Isaac Hayes, chef himself from South Park. Holy
oh my
shit.
God! Did you see him in the opening credits? Because I missed it.
His name? No, I didn't.
Me neither. I saw PJ Souls. And I saw Larry Cohen, who wrote it. Larry Cohen's a good fucking writer. And I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm a little curious. William Lustig, okay, I'm curious too. He's the director. Then I saw PJ Souls. I'm like, oh, no shit.
That's the chick from Halloween, right?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
right. Yeah, when I didn't see her name because I didn't know her name, but then when she popped up on screen, I was like, holy shit.
Right.
See anything you like, Bob?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
but that was it. Yeah.
Yeah, so, but Isaac Hayes, he's like a veteran who lost his leg or some shit, and fuck, this dude cannot act. Holy I mean, nobody can really act in this movie, but every time he's on screen, it is terrible. Holy
I gotta tell
shit.
You, I enjoyed it, though, because I kept picturing...
Yeah, you just close your eyes and see the chef hat. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
You. Yes. I kept picturing fucking chef. Yes.
Every time he's on screen, I looked at my girlfriend and said, I'm going to make love to you, woman.
I was expecting to
lay you down by the fire.
Suck him in, salty balls. Oh,
yeah.
Fuck. Oh,
yeah, she was getting tired of it. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, I bet. Right. Fuck, but hey, he is the stuff of legend.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shaft and the whole fucking nine.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing. I didn't see him in the credits. And, I put my notes down as I'm watching the movie when I know we're going to do the show. And literally, the note that I put down, hold on, where the fuck is this note? I said something about, sounds exactly like, what the fuck is it? Anyway, I don't want to bore anybody. But I said something about basically, there it is, sounds exactly like Isaac Hayes. That was my notes. Because I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
God.
Yeah. I just thought he was some random fucking dude that happened to sound exactly like Isaac Hayes. Then, as the movie goes on, my wife's like, "That's fucking Isaac Hayes." I'm like, "Hold on a second.
Like,
Let me go to
my
IMDb."
ass, it's Isaac Hayes.
Yes, sure enough, it was.
Yeah, that's funny. This asshole sounds just like him.
Because it did. It's unmistakable. I mean, that voice is fucking...
He should have taken over for Chef on South Park after Isaac Hayes left. Jesus.
They should have kept going with him. Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, it was Isaac Hayes, and he's another story. He's the lone soldier, and I guess all his fucking platoon or his team or whatever.
He was in a platoon with fucking Sam Harper, right? Isn't that he has some connection with him, right?
Well, he has a connect. At first, I thought that he was part of his platoon, but he's much older. And then, as the movie unfolds, you see that he filled Sam's head with stories of heroism and things like that, because he speaks later on.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yep.
So I think that Jed was his name in the movie.
Yeah, and he feels guilty. For putting him on that path.
Yeah,
and he thinks that he's the one that gave him this bloodthirst and all that.
Right. So he was speaking to him. Yeah. So I guess he lives in the same town. It's a small town. Everybody knows each other's business, and somehow he was instrumental in this guy joining the service, because the girl says it later. He was 14. His sister.
Yeah, that's right.
Jody's mother. He ran away at the age of 14. And he came back a couple years later. He had a drinking problem. Next thing you know, he enlisted in the army, and here we go.
Right.
He's fucking bloodthirsty. He just liked to kill. And then Isaac Hayes' character, Jed, he's saying the opposite. Well, this doesn't make you a hero. He's trying to show the kid, trying to teach him right from wrong. But it doesn't really sink in till towards the end of the film.
Yeah. Speaking of father figures. There's a scene where what's his name, Jody, his mother has her boyfriend, I guess, over for dinner, and that dude is a teacher. He does something in the community, but this whole thing with Jody and this dude is so awkward.
Yeah,
he wants nothing to do with him, and Jody sees right through his shit. He's like talking about some business venture and how he legally buried a bunch of people in paperwork, and he's like, so you lied to them, you tricked them, It's
right?
like,
You're
dude,
a cheat. He goes, "You're a cheat."
Yeah, dude. If I was 10 years old, I would not understand a word that fucking dude was saying. Like, this kid is way too smart for his own good.
Yeah, he's fucking influenced by Sam and Sam's letters, and I think he's a lawyer. I think that was his job. I could be wrong. I could be wrong.
That makes sense. But either way, so the kid is not having it. He wants to leave the dinner table, blah, blah, blah. And finally, his mother says that he can he can leave. But and this is after he finds out about his uncle.
Right.
And his mother says something about not watching too much television.
Right.
And the kid, I had to rewind this, dude.
Oh, it was great.
The kid says, "I'm not watching TV. I'm in mourning."
I'm in mourning, yes.
Dude, again, 10 years old, I wouldn't know what fucking mourning was.
Right.
This kid is insane.
Yeah, it just shows you the fucking, how deep it fucking went with his infatuation with his Uncle Sam and the army and his obsession.
Right.
He
still isn't the craziest kid in the movie, though, and we'll get to that later, dude. But
what the fuck? Yeah, no, he's not the craziest kid. You're right.
So, like we were saying, the coffin with Uncle Sam, as we can call him now, he comes to the house, and the kid can't get enough of it. Like, he wants to open it. He's trying to constantly open it and shit. And I'm just like, what? I mean, I understand why. He loved this man, he idolized him, but he wants to fucking get in that coffin. It's just like, what the fuck? His priorities are all fucking out of whack.
Oh yeah.
So, but, ultimately, Sam's got to, come back and do some killing. I mean, that's what we're here for. And the whole time I'm like, okay, he was alive at the beginning of the movie. Why is he dead now? When's he coming back?
Right,
He's going to come back. It's been 30 minutes. He's going to come back. It's been 35 minutes. When's he coming back? He's coming back. Okay, when is it? Okay, so what has to happen is these fucking teenagers, these hoodlums, are in the graveyard doing fucking teenager bullshit, spray painting fucking tombstones, and then they start, as I guess teenagers will do, burning a flag. It's like July 3rd. It's like, well, let's burn this fucking flag. But then,
it's great.
But then I really like this. The embers and the pieces, the burnt pieces of the flag, fall in his open grave that he's going to be buried in, like the next day.
That's all it took. Yes.
And that snaps him out of it. He's like, "You're fucking shitting on America, motherfucker.
That's
Time
it.
to die." But I fucking love that, dude, because that reminded me so much of Stitches. You saw Stitches, right?
Right. Yes, exactly.
The clown movie, and how
Right.
the clown came back to life because the invitation just floated up to his tombstone and shit.
Right. Yeah.
I fucking love that. You know, I mean, it makes no sense. It makes no sense, but I mean, the logic that we have in this movie, it's perfect.
No, yeah, it is perfect. It's fun. I just thought it was comical that the kids were even in the graveyard to begin with at fucking 11:58, 11:59, and they happen to be fucking, let's just burn a fucking American flag. We're Hellraisers. We're drinking beer. Let's just burn a flag and fucking spin it around in circles. And they just happen to be by the empty plot by his fucking Sam, what the fuck's his name? Whatever.
Yep.
Morgan?
They're by the plot. They were moving the plot along. They're like, come on, we got to do something here.
No, I mean his burial plot, not the plot of the story.
I know.
Oh, okay,
I
all right. I'm fucking dense as fuck. Okay, I'll be all right.
Okay, no more puns, I guess.
Right. Jeez, oh man.
It.
So they're doing their fucking thing, and the thing drops in, and it's right, like you said, the embers of the flag, they're flaming, and they fall right into his fucking plot.
Yep.
Right into the ground.
And Sam just snaps out of it. He comes out of it, and boom, he's on the warpath. He's ready to go. Then he finds his medals that fucking Jody has.
Goes right to his room. Right.
Exactly. But this, I don't know if these medals are supposed to be a source of power or something, but he's putting them right on his fucking body, his fucking crispy, corpsey body, and
right in his fucking skin. It's badass, actually. He just takes
it was cool.
Puts it right in his skin.
It was like his source of power or something like that. That's the only thing I could think of, because he also put on a military uniform, or he had one on, or some bullshit already, right? And so it's like, well, wouldn't you just put him on the cloth there, pal? You know?
Yeah, that's true, right? But I never thought about that.
It's cool, It's like fucking Leatherface in Texas Chainsaw, the new one, sewing the mask through his cheek. It's like, it's kind of pointless, but it's like this is badass kind of moment. You know what I mean?
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's precisely what it is.
So yeah, Uncle Sam is up and moving around, and before we get to the killing, we're going to take a little break, and we'll be right back.
Doctor's office.
Hi. Oh, hello. Hello.
Hello.
Yes. We had some fireworks that were left over from the 4th of July, and I blew one off in my hand.
Hello, can I help you?
Hello. Oh, boy. Listen, I was lighting firecrackers that were left over from the 4th of July, and I blew...
When did you do this?
Oh, about a little while, half an hour.
Okay, what kind of firework?
It was a firecracker.
Okay.
It looked like, when you finish with the toilet paper, the empty tube?
Yes.
It looked like that, about that size.
Okay.
And,
not a firecracker, that's like an M80 then.
Oh, boy, it's big, and my hand does not look good.
I suggest that you go to an emergency room and get immediate attention.
Yeah, this was a firecracker and the fuse, and all of a sudden...
What you can do in the meantime is get a towel.
Fantastic. A towel?
Something clean.
Okay.
Doesn't have a lot of lint on it.
Yeah.
What's in the house is preferred.
You know what's funny? It's stinging me like crazy.
Okay, in the meantime, just wrap your hand in something like a gauze, something that does not lint on it.
Okay, you know, these firecrackers, my God, I can't even, really, I'll tell you, I don't even see fingers, but maybe it's just because I'm numb and stinging.
Just get a gauze, something that doesn't have lint, something clean. Gauze.
Okay.
And get to an emergency.
Oh boy, I really did it good this time.
Okay.
Okay, let me wrap this up and I'll see you with my nub.
Okay.
Right.
All right, and we're back from the break, and Uncle Sam is up and at him. He dropped his cock and grabbed his sock. I don't know. Is that a thing they say? I don't fucking know. That's what I got from Full Metal Jacket. So,
Wow, really? I've seen that movie several times, and I never fucking recall that line. Wow.
Really? Maybe it's from a different movie. I could have swore fucking.
It might be. That's good. Yeah. If you retain that and I didn't, that's cool.
Well, I mean, you say the word cock and I just spark right up. I'm like,
cock sock. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, my priorities are a little messed up. So, yep. So, so Uncle Sam now, he's up, he's at him, he's ready to fucking kill for America. And he heads out to the graveyard to take out these kids. And
however, don't jump ahead. Don't jump ahead.
Am I jumping ahead? All right.
Well, don't. The first kill of the movie is not in the graveyard, and it's not with the kids.
It's not.
No, it's fucking Sam on stilts.
Oh, that's right. Well, isn't that in the graveyard? It isn't. Okay,
no, that's how he acquires the mask.
That's right.
And everything goes down.
Okay, now, yeah, the fucking
Which is great.
Uncle Sam kid on stilts is both brilliant and a fucking idiot at the same time.
Right.
Okay, he uses the stilts to check out a naked girl on like the second floor.
Now, time out. Yes, brilliance, absolutely. But when you first saw that girl, did you think that she was A, the ex-wife, or B, Sam's sister?
All of these women look the same.
They're all fucking blonde.
I couldn't tell the difference. Whenever the sister came on, or the ex-wife came on, I was like, well, wait a minute. Isn't she...
Right.
I could not tell them apart, dude.
They're fucking
all the
average,
chicks look the same.
Yeah, they're average-looking blonde fucking girls. And when I first saw the scene with Sam on the stilts, my wife came in the room at that moment. And I was already 40 minutes into the movie. I said, this guy here, I think, is the cop. Because remember, the cop was dating the, what do you call it? The fucking Sam's ex-wife.
Right.
His grieving widow, if you will. And I thought the fucking cop was going up to the window fucking around with the wife. Because it looked like her to me. It was just some random blonde chick. But we come to find out that it's just two teens. Well, apparently, But when the mask comes off of the one kid, he doesn't look too much like a teen, but that's another story. But whatever. It's two random people.
Yeah. Wait a minute. It's two people?
Well, no, it's Sam on stilts, and it's the girl he's watching. It's two people.
Okay. Right.
And she says something to him. She goes, Tommy so-and-so, what's the matter with you? Remember when she busts him and fucking she cuts him out? Yeah.
Yeah.
But isn't that cool, though? How this fucking guy in this small town gets all the way over to her house on fucking stilts.
Yeah, where did he
in the middle of the night? It's after
these?
midnight. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he
it's hysterical.
And he has to do it in full costume. It's like he can't just wear the stilts.
No, everything.
The mask. Mask. Yep. He's fucking patriotic, dude. I love this town. Patriotic.
Yeah, and he even says something about it. He goes, "Oh shit, I'm supposed to wear." When Sam's chasing him down right after, he's like, "Oh man, that's what he's worried about of all things. I have to wear this costume in the parade tomorrow." He says.
Yeah, okay.
That's what he's worried about.
I mean, the guy is brilliant for doing that to look at a chick, but then he's a fucking moron because. Yeah, somebody is inevitably going to catch you. Then how are you? It's impossible to get away. Clearly, as shown when Uncle Sam, the real Uncle Sam, finds him and starts chasing him, and that was a guy on stilts trying to get away, saying, "Come on, man, stop it, leave me alone," was fucking retarded. And then he just boom goes right into a fucking tree. Like, oh my god, dude.
And Sam, for no reason, has fucking those garden shears.
Yeah, hedge clippers. Yeah.
Yes,
It's
hedge clippers. I thought he was fucking Cropsy from The Burning. You know?
Right. Yeah.
And then when he gets him down, I thought we were going to see a really good kill.
I was so pumped for that Friday 13th Part 5 kill, which I mean, this is a clear ripoff of that, but they do it so poorly. And Friday 5 did it the best. Clearly.
Oh yeah, absolutely, they did it great. But the thing is, he gets him down, and the guy goes down, falls off the stilts. He comes up and he says, "Oh my God!" He goes, "What's wrong with your face?" or something. He says something to that extent. So he sees him in full zombified fucking
right.
face. So now he comes up to him, and I'm like, "Oh, this is great. He's gonna fucking take those shears or those fucking clippers, and he's gonna put them in his eye." All he says, he goes, "I hope you got an eyeful," he tells him. And then right? And then he grabs his
full of corn.
Yeah, full of
cheese.
Yeah, full of fucking cheesy ass corn. Right. But it would have been a payoff if the hedge clippers would have gone into his eyes, maybe.
Right. Yeah.
But there was nothing, and it was an off-screen kill. And right then and there, I'm like, fuck. Not only is it going to be a fucking cheesy ass bad movie, we're going to get fucking zero on-screen violence.
Exactly. That's what these movies it's not you're not a fucking real movie. You're not a thriller that relies on suspense or anything like that. You're a goofy fucking movie. You're Hatchet essentially. Fucking, crank it to 11, go full tilt on this. Like,
but Hatchet had gore.
That's what I'm saying. That's that's where he should have cranked it up.
Right.
It's like Hatchet. It's like, yes, it's a goofy movie. We know what we are. Here's what you want to see. Here it is.
Right. Exactly.
They know they're not like being really suspenseful or serious. Like they had to have known that while making this movie. So they should have used what they had, which is killing and gore. That's what we fucking want to see.
And later on, they do more. But on this first scene, it's nothing. He goes, I hope you got an eyeful. It was his line. And then nothing to the eyes. And then not only do we not see the kill off screen, we see a blank fucking scream and then noise of the murder, which is the ultimate insult to a horror fan, as far as I'm concerned. You don't go to a blank screen and hear sounds of a murder and not see the murder. I mean, what the fuck? What are we fucking watching this movie for?
Yeah, at least throw
a punchline.
Yeah,
right.
At least throw a 5-gallon bucket of blood on a tree. Like Hatchet.
Fine, if you want to fucking splatter it, yes. But I mean, horror movies are like comedies, except the punchline happens to be the fucking kill.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
And
but
that was a bad start to the murders. I gotta say that.
Absolutely, but at least, he gets the infamous. He truly becomes Uncle Sam in this moment, which he desperately needed because the guy, I mean, he can't be walking around town. He's got to get covered up somehow. So this worked out perfect for him. And his name just happened to be Sam, and he has a nephew.
Perfect.
Hey, how'd this shit all work out?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, it's crazy.
Utter fucking brilliance. Let me tell you.
Yeah, brilliance.
He's an uncle. His name is Sam, and he's fucking patriotic. And yes, beautiful. You can't get any better, right?
Yep. So then he's got some other kids to kill, right?
Those fuckers, sure.
Yeah, the flag burners or whatever, right. the hippies. I mean, really, they're just kids, but
right.
They're shitting on America. So he goes, he finds one that they were spray painting the tombstones. He fucking spray paints the kid's face. To blind him. I thought that was good. He falls into the grave, and this is a good bit of gore. He gets a fucking compound fracture in his leg, and you see that fucking bone sticking out when he falls into the grave. Now, that was good. I like that. I mean, it's not as good as, shears going into someone's face, but it's still pretty good.
I'll give you the blinding, but why the fuck? Why would he... If you're in a situation and a guy was to walk up to you with a spray can and spray you in the face, wouldn't you just fucking, if it blinded you in the least bit, wouldn't you just run away?
Yeah, that seems logical. I'd probably do
Yeah,
that.
he just stayed there and continued to get sprayed by Sam for like what seemed like a minute and a half.
Yeah. Well, you know, he knew he was a red shirt, only there to die. So fuck.
I know. I just
Yeah. He so then what's brilliant about it is that fucking Sam just starts burying him. He just starts covering him in dirt.
Yes,
And
perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Because it was in his plot.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so he's burying the fucker alive, you know,
Yep.
and just so that was kind of cool.
So he kills that asshole, and probably one of the, that's probably worse than drowning right there, being buried alive.
It's up
But
there. Oh yeah.
and then the other cat, he fucking, he hangs him on the flagpole. Is that what?
Now
he does?
you're talking much
Now-
better fucking
yeah,
kill.
exactly.
Much better.
This-
Because the kid comes back and he's looking for his buddy. The one kid goes, he says something about his father. He's going to sober up and I got to get home before he sobers up or some shit. So he goes
right.
home. Whatever. He clearly comes from some fucking white trash family. Dude runs home. The other guy's like, I'm going to go back and check on so-and-so. So he gets back there and all of a sudden Sam comes from behind him. You don't see Sam. You see the rope and the noose come and
Yep.
fucking go around his neck. And then Sam is on the other side of the fucking flagpole, pulling him up, and he hangs him. And
Yep.
I gotta tell you, I've seen a hell of a lot of horror movies. I cannot recall a hanging on a flagpole.
See, that's what made this brilliant because,
Yes.
I mean, yeah, it's corny and shit, but they should have done more shit like this. It should have been, every single kill should have been something to do with patriotism, 4th of July, anything. I don't know.
Right.
Shove a sparkler down someone's mouth. Or
They should have done a
fucking-
Sleepaway Camp 3 with fucking fireworks.
Oh, yeah, shit like
Firecracker.
that. Well,
Right.
he did do that with the, what was it, the mayor? Not the mayor, some
Oh,
we'll-
yeah, the
we'll get to that
fireworks
later.
display later?
Yeah, there's a
Yes.
fireworks display later. So
True.
he hangs this guy up and
It was
hangs him
good.
up like, yeah, I liked it.
I enjoyed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
should have
mean, it
done
was
more of this
original. Right?
Absolutely. So, you know what we didn't talk about is that this is the fucking 4th of July, right? Okay, it's July. It's summer. The kids were in school. Is it a year-round school?
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
The kids are in
Wow,
school.
you're
It's
right.
July. It's July 3rd, I think. Why are they in school?
They all flunked. It's all summer school.
Jesus
Fucking,
Christ.
I was in summer school probably about 3 out of the fucking 4 final years. So
Right. That's
well,
just
maybe that's it. But you know what? These kids were far too young to be in it.
it's a fucking plot hole that no one
Wow.
fucking thought of. Yeah, exactly.
That's good though. No, I mean that's fucking a testament to you to look at that. I mean, I thought I picked the movie apart in these notes I made in every way. It didn't even fucking occur to me that it's July 3rd and July 4th. The children are in school.
Right.
But they're not even
So-
in school though. They're outside and the teacher talks to them. Correct? They're not in a
Well-
classroom per se.
Well, when the kid Jody, he's showing off his medals and shit like that. That's in a classroom.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's like the day, July 3rd.
You're right. It is a classroom scene.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Fuck this town.
What? Maybe you know what though? Maybe it's like Las Vegas. When I lived in Vegas, they had school.
Year round.
Yeah, year-round school, and they would have a month break here, a month break here, and a month break here instead of doing all 3 at once.
Oh, that sounds insane to me.
Fucking
I-
sucks for the kids. I'll tell you.
Yeah, I would
couldn't
not like to do
imagine
that.
it. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, so I guess we can give them a pass, and But yeah, I hear you. That is pretty fucked up.
So, yeah, I guess don't raise your family in Twin Rivers, USA.
Twin Rivers, USA.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. Wherever that may be. Could be anywhere.
Yes.
So then, flash forward to the next day, and that's when the big parade and all this shit's happening. And the first kill is Jody's teacher, and he needs it. I love this part. He needs
It's good.
the hatchet to do something, but immediately goes, where's the hatchet?
Yes,
And
where's
then-
the hatchet? Yes.
And then cut to, I love it when they do this shit. Cut to, he goes inside, boom, hatchet to the face. There's like nothing else is said, nothing else happens. It like immediately 5 seconds later, he falls on the ground, hatchet to the face.
Right. The kills get a little bit better as the movie progresses. I mean, and that situation happens, I believe, 2 more times where it's random, where something is missing or something. It's just like a thrown-in kill. But at least they give us a little bit of gore, you know.
Oh, yeah.
And a fucking, you know, a hatchet, was it? An axe? Whatever the fuck it was.
Well, he says hatchet, yeah.
Does he
Where's
say
the hatchet? Yeah.
Okay, well, he gets a fucking hatchet right in the fucking face in the classroom.
People love to put hatchet into faces. I don't get it. Like Hatchet, Madman,
Yes.
fucking Uncle Sam. What is the deal with the hatchet to the face?
It's a perfect fit. It's not too big.
Yep,
And
just goes
it's
right in
easy
there.
to wield. Yes. Where an axe is a little bit more. An axe fucking has to do a little more damage. Where a hatchet, you can pick up a little hatchet and put in anybody's fucking face.
Right. So after that, then we're introduced to probably the best character in the entire movie, and that is the wheelchair-bound kid who, I guess the previous year, got into a huge firework accident, and he's wheelchair-bound, and he has scars and everything, and he looks blind.
Yeah, you got the glasses on. Poor bastard.
Yeah.
Yes.
And his mother is Linda from Halloween.
Yeah, PJ Souls. Yes.
Poor son of a bitch.
Yeah, she's all protective over him.
Well, she wants to drag her kid out. That's
As
what
an example. Yes.
Yeah, she's
To
like,
fuck
well,
with everybody.
We're
Yeah.
gonna show them. You know, it's like, oh my god, do not use your child in that way. It's crazy.
But once they get there, did you notice not one fucking thing happens? They don't say a thing. He's just there like any other patron to the party.
Right, exactly. And Jody apparently was friends with him. He tries to talk to him. He says, "Hey, we should hang out. Let's do this stuff. You know, let's listen to CDs or whatever.
Right.
I could read you a comic book." And the kid is like unresponsive. He's like not having any of it.
Yeah,
and it takes a lot for him to break out of his shell. And he really shines at the end of the movie. And we'll fucking get there when we get there. But
right.
they set him up here, and yeah, he's probably the best character by the end of the movie comes around.
How about Jody, too? Jody gets grounded from the fucking parade.
Oh,
That's his groundation
right.
because he mouths off to the fucking pinko hippie freaking boyfriend who was talking shit about the freaking Iraq war and blood for oil and shit.
Right.
Remember that whole? I'm telling you, there is political commentary in this movie, and these guys are doing their shit, and the mother's like, you know, blah 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 blah. Fucking, you're grounded. You can't go to the 4th of July parade. Sure enough, the fucker sneaks out, and that's why he's at the parade. He's not even supposed to be there.
But again, his priorities are fucked, dude.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
If I was grounded, I would have been like, sweet, more Super Mario Brothers. I don't have to go outside.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Absolutely. As long as you don't take those controllers away from me, I'm fine.
Right. Exactly. So then, you know, we're rapidly introduced to some more characters, and you know they're going to just get killed off. One of the characters is fucking Robert Forster, who what's his name? Jackie Brown, Quentin Tarantino brought back. I mean, he was a classic actor, but then, you know, he brought him back and made him big again. And so he's in this as kind of a shady congressman or whatever. And he's introduced, and some kids are introduced. The fucking, there's a girl who's working the grill and ribs, and they got like a fucking meat cleaver just hacking away. You know, they're introduced, and you just know something's going to happen there.
Yep, they're
and so they're introducing all these fucking kids, and then the fucking potato sack race happens.
Awesome.
This was so retarded, but the shit was hilarious.
But who was the kid? Go back to the scene. He was one of the 3 kids from the night before.
Oh,
This was the
that's
kid.
right.
Yes, he went home because his father was fucking gonna sober up.
And
so,
he had to get back home.
Yeah,
Yep.
the other two kids got whacked. So this kid goes for now. This is what's fucking tremendous because at the beginning of the festivities, he gets up there, and they go, and we're gonna sing the national anthem with so and so, whatever his name is, and the kid gets up there. And the first line of the national, first of all, he says,
Yeah.
"This is for so and so, the two kids that got whacked." He doesn't know they're even dead yet, but he goes, "I want to, this is for this kid and that kid." And I'm thinking to myself, because the song starts and he's singing actually decently, like he's like the town prodigy.
Yeah,
And
that's what I thought too.
Right, and he's like a good singer, and I'm like, why the fuck? 12 hours ago, he's freaking burning an American flag. Now he's singing the national anthem in front of the whole town, beautifully. But of course, he abandons it. He abandons
immediately.
it, and he starts going into a fucking hardcore. By the dawn's early light,
He starts shitting on America. I mean,
Yes.
I'm sorry, he starts shitting on America.
shitting on America. So he starts doing that. Now that really sealed his fucking fate. So then
yeah.
they pull the plug on him, and they show Sam in the background, who now has the mask on that he stole from the Stilt kid.
Yes.
He looks at him, and you could see, well, this motherfucker, he's the next to go.
Right, yeah. And
So then
kid,
the same kid's in the sack race now.
Yeah, and he gets off the beaten path because he falls hilariously down a fucking hill. Like, dude.
Yeah, but he's fucking with everybody in sight. He's going in the sack race, and he's bumping. It was like a fucking not a go-kart, what's that shit called?
Motocross?
Bumper cars.
Ah, bumper cars.
He's
Yeah.
bumping people around, and he's fucking knocking little kids down while he's in a potato sack. He's trying to win this race. And then, yes.
He falls down the hill, dude, but then he gets back up and he doesn't get out of the fucking sack.
Oh, yeah.
He doesn't. He tries running. Oh, he clearly sees this dude, Sam, and he knows something's up. So he tries getting away from him, and he keeps appearing behind each fucking bush and shit. He does not get out of the potato. Like, dude, you're not in the fucking race anymore. Get the fuck out of there.
That never even occurred to me. Oh, my
Yeah,
gosh.
dude, just retarded shit. And so
You know-
then,
Yes.
what ends up happening is that fucking Sam took the cleaver from the girl hacking up the fucking short ribs or whatever, and
Beheads him.
yeah, takes the kid and fucking cuts his head off. And I thought that was good.
Yes, you don't see the actual beheading, but you see the swing of the fucking cleaver, and you see him holding his head.
And then he
good
does
enough.
the classic move where he licks the fucking cleaver. He licks the blood off him. Like that is, he's truly blood fucking thirsty. at
Yes,
this
in
point.
every sense of the word.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what I liked about this was that you saw his face in the mask, but you could see his like fucking
Yellow eyes.
his eyes and his like lizard tongue come out and all this shit. It's like who and like
How about when he bumps into what's his name? Remember he bumps into Isaac Hayes?
right? Yeah, and he's just staring into his fucking eyes. He's freaking out.
Isn't that weird? And he goes, and Isaac Hayes looks at him and he goes, "I'm all right. I'm all right."
Yeah,
He looks at him right in the eyes. Sees he has yellow fucking eyes. That doesn't faze him at all. He just goes, "I'm all right. I'm all right," and he keeps on going.
right. You can clearly see his skin
Yeah.
through the mask and shit. Like
Skin in his yellow eyes. What the? Who has yellow eyes? What the fuck is this shit? The guy from fucking A Christmas Story? What the fuck am I watching here?
yeah, he really needs to take a leak. He's starting to fill up. That's what it is. Fuck. Jesus. So
Holy fuck.
he kills that fucking kid, and then fucking Uncle Sam, he grabs fucking he kills who's he kill? He kills the boyfriend of one of the fucking the women with a fucking,
Yeah, but we don't see it till later because he goes up to the fucking that duck shoot thing or that target
Right.
shoot thing, and the guy says something. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "You should work at the post office. You're such a good shot."
That's right.
Right, and
So-
then the guy turns around. He rips the gun off the fucking chain for the carnival game. Nobody notices shit, and then we don't discover that the Sam's sister's boyfriend is dead until later. But that's obvious.
Oh, right.
Killed him with. That
But-
was kind of weird, that whole scene, the way it played out.
How can you kill? It's essentially a fucking pellet gun, right?
That's
have
all
you
it is
ever,
a pellet gun.
You've shot fucking people with a pellet gun. Are you fucking kidding me?
I
How are you
played
gonna
that
kill,
game.
Kill
Yeah,
somebody with what?
At the arcade, when you shoot the fucking targets and shit.
Yeah.
What is that thing? It's a fucking... It's nothing. It's a fucking sand, isn't it?
Right. Yeah, I think so. I think, okay, there it is. First flaw. We found the first flaw of the movie. Doesn't make sense. No, this movie is fucking filled with
Holy
flaws, dude.
fuck. You're fucking joking, brother. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but what the fuck was with that? And then later on, when the woman discovers him, the Sam's sister, she walks up to him and he's just kind of sitting there, and you see that his left eye, in his temple, there's a fucking shot, and there's blood coming down the side. Mm-hmm. We as the viewer don't see the kill.
No, you
we
just
just
piece
see
it together, yeah.
Yeah, we see the aftermath. She walks right up to him. Hey, honey, how are you? What's going on? How the fuck do you not notice that your love interest has fucking blood dripping down the side of their fucking cheek?
Well,
what the fuck was that?
Yeah, it's in the script. You know, you don't notice it.
That whole thing should have been taken right out. It was unnecessary. Nobody gave a fuck about that character.
Nah.
That kill, it happened off screen, and the fact that he took the gun from a fucking carnival game, it was ludicrous. If they could have cut that whole thing out of the movie, you know, that was definitely that was the worst part of the movie. The whole
You're right.
scenario.
Okay. BananaLaser fan edit. Let's get on this shit. We're going to cut this movie down. Take out all the stupid shit. We're going to have a 10-minute movie. Let's do this.
That's the fucking slip of the fucking banana for sure.
Yeah.
If there's one.
No, absolutely right. Yep,
although I don't know. Let's keep going. Fucking remember, the wheelchair kid does disappear later on. But
yeah. Okay. So he kills the chick working the grill, or is it a boy? I don't know, but
no, it's the girl. Remember, she goes to fucking smoke a joint.
Yes, that's right. And
yeah, she goes off to smoke a fucking joint.
The cop pockets it.
Yes.
Clearly, he's taking that for himself.
Oh, obviously.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
But then, so Sam beheads the chick and then leaves her head on the grill to keep cooking.
Yeah, because there's a beheading of the sack race kid, the guy that blasphemed.
Right. Oh, that's what it is. Yeah. He leaves his head on the grill and then slams her fucking head right into the grill. That's what it is.
She was not a bad looking chick either. She was probably the only one.
Well, I mean, yeah, because she stood out because this entire movie has nobody good looking in it.
No, because she was the only brunette, and she was a bad girl, and she was kind of young, so, you know.
Right.
She gets peeled, I guess. We'll just go through it quick.
Yeah, I'll peel her banana.
Yeah,
so,
she's peeled.
Yep.
So she's the one. Whoever she is, if she's listening, be honored.
She's listening.
Be honored. You're the only peel one of the fucking bunch.
Yeah, she's listening for sure. So then, one of the coolest kills happens, and that's the firework display that we were talking about earlier with the congressman.
Hold on now.
Oh, what, I missed something?
Time out. We got to rewind to the wheelchair kid.
Uh-huh.
Well, because you introduced him, but we haven't discussed how fucking the overprotective mothers, PJ Souls and her father, brought him there for the whole thing, and then conveniently just decided to fuck. She's right up his ass from the fucking first minute we see him. Okay. Right. She conveniently fucking leaves him to go get a popcorn and a cotton candy. And randomly, Sam with the mask on walks up to him, puts his hand on his face, and gives him a whole spiel for like fucking 5 minutes. It seems. I know who you are. I'm friends with fucking Jody. I'm gonna avenge these people. All this fucking shit, and this kid just sits there and he takes it because he's like, "Who are you? Who are you? You know who I am."
Like, no, I fucking don't know who you are. Right?
But Jesus. The fact. Why the fuck could you imagine this overprotective mother leaving her fucking wheelchair kid alone for fucking 2-3 minutes to go get a popcorn and a cotton candy. And in that process, this fucking Sam comes up to him and puts his hand on his face, and somehow, you know, it ends up that he can fucking read his thoughts.
Right. Yeah,
Right.
exactly. I know who you are. Yeah, the trioxin fucking makes him a mind reader too, dude. There's fucking, yeah. It makes perfect sense. I don't know why you're questioning it. Perfect sense, dude.
I couldn't let the show go on without throwing that part in. Because
Oh, yeah. No, you're absolutely right. I
What the
forgot
fuck?
about it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's just good parenting on Linda's part. Though. She went off to find Bob again.
Yes, she did. Her and
yeah.
Bob got together. The poor bastard
Shit.
fucking, their kid got blown up in a fireworks accident.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? But what tragedy for that whole family.
So then fucking Uncle Sam just does just that. He fucking blows up this congressman dude in a fucking huge firework display.
Which was cool.
Now that I liked, yeah. I mean, I wish the movie incorporated a little bit more of that, you know, the 4th of July stuff and all that shit. But yeah, this is definitely like a trailer kind of moment. You know, I didn't see the trailer for this, but if there was one, this would probably be the focal point of it. You know, this dude tied up, you know, screaming. Everybody thinks a fucking show's going to happen, and they're like, "Wait a minute, is that what's happening over there?" Oh, he just exploded. Yeah, okay, good show.
It was great because the guy called attention to it. Who was it, the mayor? Or whoever the fuck's running the party?
Yeah, it was the mayor. Yeah.
Okay, so the mayor comes up there and he's like, now please focus your attention on the East Tower, where we're going to show you our brilliant fireworks display. And if sure enough, they were looking for the congressman earlier for about fucking 2 minutes. And then, you know, whatever, he's gone, fuck him. And next thing you know, there he is on this fucking big old tower, and everyone could see it. And all these fireworks are going off, and fucking, and then that's it. Mayhem completely fucking ensues from that moment on.
Yep.
The movie just
all hell breaks loose.
Yes.
And Isaac Hayes ends up saying this line that I was like, holy shit. He's like, I'm too old for this crap.
Yeah.
It's like, is Danny Glover here? What the fuck?
Holy fuck.
I could not believe it, dude. Like, one, he says crap because he doesn't want to say shit.
Right.
But two, it's a rated R movie. Just say shit. You're clearly ripping it off.
He's a Scientologist, man. Don't you know?
He's a Scientologist.
Isaac.
Is he for real? Oh, that's right.
Don't you know that's why he loves South Park?
Yeah,
the whole fucking
that's
scenario?
right.
Yeah.
Oh, brother. Scientologist.
Holy fuck.
He can't swear? Is that what part of Scientology or something? Holy fuck.
Fuck. I don't know. Google it. I don't know. That's the best guess I had at the moment. I don't know. I'm too old for this crap. That was good, though. That was good. How about the fact that he says, the kid comes up to him afterwards, and he goes, didn't you tell... Remember when Sam comes to the realization... Not Sam, sorry. Jody comes to the realization that, remember they corner him, his aunt and his mother, and they say, your Uncle Sam, he beat me, he did this.
Right, yeah.
Okay,
And
he's really a bad man, and they really had to show Jody that this guy was a son of a bitch. And, they exposed him. And then, so he goes out afterwards, then he sees Jed, Isaac Hayes, and earlier in the movie he said something to him about, he goes, you know what, sometimes I think I could still feel my leg there and I can't. And it was just maybe 12 hours ago. 12,
right.
20 hours. And what Jed says to him is, he comes up to him and he says, hey, blah, 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 my Uncle Sam, this and that. And he goes, just like you can't feel your leg. He goes, I can feel something's wrong here, and it's Sam. And I don't know what he says. But Jed says to him, Isaac Hayes, he goes, you don't forget anything, do you, kid?
Yeah, 12 hours ago.
Yes, he just said it to him, and he's a fucking child. A child's going to retain his shit.
You got a good memory. Holy shit. I just told you that earlier today. I can't believe you remember that. Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? I thought that was hysterical, man.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, and as it fucking... Okay, so when the fucking wheelchair kid comes back into play, this is where it gets fucking ludicrous. Because this kid, because he fucking can't see, or got into this fucking accident, he's suddenly the daredevil, and he has like, he senses everything. And was I wrong about that? He was like, he knew where Sam was at all times and stuff like that. He just knew what was going on. I was like, this is Ben Affleck up in this motherfucker.
Ben Affleck.
Seriously.
He was like fucking Dr. Loomis in a fucking wheelchair, right?
Yeah. I shot him 6 times.
He knew everything.
Christ.
He's gonna come back to Haddonfield. He knew every fucking move this son of a bitch was gonna make, solely because he put his hand on his face for about fucking 30 seconds.
Well, you know, the same thing happened to Jamie Lloyd whenever Michael Myers touched her at the end of part 4. And no, I'm kidding. That's ludicrous.
But still, I mean, it was ludicrous because he just, you know, they set that whole scene up, and all of a sudden Lloyd, what the fuck's his name? Lloyd, I call him. Get a Jamie Lloyd. I'm sorry. Yes, Jody. Jody comes to the realization that Sam was a bastard.
Right.
And then he talks about it with the wheelchair kid, which we don't know his name. And then, right?
Fucking Ben Affleck.
We'll just call him Wheels. Our house Wheels, all right?
Wheels.
So Lloyd and Wheels get together. Lloyd, not even Lloyd. Sorry, I'm fucking
Lloyd.
Wow, am I fucking woof? Okay, Jody and Wheels get together with Jed.
Wheels.
Jody, Wheels, and Jed, the 3 J's.
Oh god.
They fucking hook up. And they're gonna, you know, they figured it out. Hey, listen, fucking Sam is back. Let's take care of business. So now, what the fuck happens next? They go to the house, and they finally convince Jed what's going on.
Right, and
he believes them eventually.
Yeah, and because of they set it up earlier in the movie, like at the parade and shit. Fucking Jed's the guy who fires this giant fucking cannon.
Holy fuck.
I'm in charge of this, and they set it up. And you know when they set it up, they're going to make it pay off. And they definitely do in this movie. And I fucking love this part. But what's funny is that they fire this fucking cannon at Uncle Sam, and it's just a cannonball, right?
Yes,
I don't know how this shit works, but it's just a ball.
Yes, it's a ball.
The gunpowder propels it outward, and that's it. The ball does damage. But these balls are special balls, and they fucking explode.
Yes, and fucking
impact.
set things ablaze.
Oh my god. I mean, it makes no sense, but I'm glad they did it because it looks good. And they do it twice, actually, doesn't he?
Yeah, there's 2 shots. It takes 2 shots.
Yeah, they shoot him. They shoot him. He blows up. He catches on fire. And I love this shit. Whenever stunt guys do the fire walk, and he does a full body, fire walk out of the house, and that looks badass. Whenever that's done right, it's fucking, it wins points in my book. And then so of course, hey, he's still alive. So they shoot him again. And I think Jed, he's a chef, whatever his name is. The guy standing in for Isaac Hayes, he he's like, isn't he screaming like, just die or some shit about Sam after he comes back?
He might. I was so flabbergasted by that.
By the exploding cannonballs? But
by everything that led up to it. Because there was just... first of all, they get to the place and they see the mother. They see what's his name, Jody's mother, and they explain to her, "Hey, blah 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 blah. Fucking, we gotta go here and whatever." She says, "I'm gonna go in the house. I'll be right back." Now Jed and Wheels and fucking Jody, all of a sudden, Jody and Wheels come up to him. They say, "Take us with you," and he's like, "No, I gotta go do this." He leaves. He goes to the next house, which happens to be the ex-wife of Sam. Okay? Suddenly, they're walking up to the door, and it's Jody, and it's fucking Jed. Wheels is nowhere in sight. It's like the character disappeared, completely gone. Okay? Now they go in the house, and they have that confrontation with Sam. Because Sam comes out and he sees his ex-wife and stuff.
Oh,
Remember,
yeah, that's
yeah.
right.
Wheels tells him, he's like, "Hey," he goes, "if I was him, I would go see my ex-wife." So they followed Wheels' intuition and they fucking go to the house. Then they come out. All this shit goes down. And how about this shit? Isaac Hayes, Jed, and fucking and the mother, the sister, whatever the fuck, whoever. They leave the house and they just trust in Jody to fucking take Sam to lead him out to the front porch.
Oh yeah, that's
Right?
right.
And
Yeah.
they're gone. I mean, think about what had to happen. Jed had to leave. Wheels has been missing since the other house. He goes back, drops off the fucking ex-wife, picks Wheels back up, goes and gets the cannon outside fucking City Hall, comes back, all right? Does all this fucking legwork, and in this time they have about a 30-second conversation between Sam and fucking Jody.
Yeah.
You know, and Sam tricks Jody. He goes, "I want to show everybody that you can be trusted," and blah blah blah. And then they walk out, and all of a sudden you see Wheels sitting there. He's been gone for 15 minutes.
That's right.
The kid's in a fucking wheelchair. How is he gonna get around? All of a sudden he's on the front fucking lawn. Hey, we're here, right? And then there he fucking is. And then
He's
here
fucking
comes
Daredevil, dude.
Right.
He'd fucking go anywhere.
Oh, he's fucking incredible.
Yeah.
Him and Jed. I mean, what the fuck? So him and Jed come out, and Jed, I mean, think about this. If you see a fucking cannon, now, I might have missed something. Did you say that earlier in the movie they alluded to this cannon?
Yeah, he was shooting it off earlier in the movie. Yeah.
Jed was?
Yep.
And there was actually real cannons coming out.
Yep. Yep. Shit, which makes perfect sense. You want to do that in a town square. Absolutely. Any chance you get.
But they were cannonballs. There was
Yeah.
no flames. There was nothing special.
Yeah, it's only when they touch a supernatural trioxin, a soldier zombie, that they explode. It has to be the perfect combination of all that.
Trioxin. That's the name of the show. It should be fucking BananaLaser presents Uncle Sam / Trioxin special. It's fucking ridiculous. So now they come back. The chick is gone. Who knows where the fuck? His ex-wife is gone, probably with the mother, whatever, the sister, whoever the fuck she is, the other blonde girl. Now they come back and they do this. Okay, let's fire the fucking. So now there's a big ass wick, and freaking Chef lights the wick, and the wick goes down, and the first cannon comes out as Sam and Jody exit the house, and Jody gets out of the way. I could forgive that. And fucking Sam gets set ablaze.
Right.
All right,
Booyah.
which is ridiculous because it's a cannonball. Maybe if they fucking poured gasoline on the cannonball and fucking lit a match or threw a lighter on it or something.
Nope.
But whatever.
Nope. It's the trioxin.
But
So
trioxin is flammable.
I stand by my theory. Yep.
Trioxin is flammable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's watch part 2 and 3 and maybe you're right. So that happens. Now, Sam gets out of the... Not Sam. Jody gets out of the way. Wheels is there. Jed's there. They shoot one more at him. And then, of course, this one sends him back a little further.
Mm-hmm.
And fucking,
Hits him a little harder. Yep.
Right. House blows. Fucking, I guess Sam burns to death.
Yep. House explodes. Yeah, they never talk about his body or anything beyond that. We're just led to believe, yep, that's it. Even though he's some kind of person who can't die. Trioxin. They just, yep. And then that's it. Fucking. But then, okay, then it goes to the end scene, and this pissed me off to no end. I wish it just would have ended right there.
Right.
This last part, it shows the mother and it shows Jody, and he's burning all the military stuff.
Right. He's all done with it. Right.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm letting go. I'm
Right.
letting go. And then he, his mother's smiling like, yeah, play in that fire. Go ahead. And then he turns around and he's got a weird look on his face, like you don't understand what he's thinking. You know, like maybe there's something sinister behind it. Maybe not.
Right.
You don't know. It's supposed to, be ambiguous. But then
Right.
the screen shatters like it's all glass. And
Right.
I don't know if you know what that was from, but as soon as it goes to black and it says, what does it say? It says for Lucio, like Lucio Fulci, the
Right.
fucking Italian director.
Right.
And have you've seen the movie that it's alluding to? What is it? City of the Living Dead. Have you
Right.
seen that?
Yes, I have.
That exact same thing happens in City of the Living Dead. The characters turn around, and then you don't know what's happening, and then the screen just shatters into little bits, and it's over. And I'm fine with the director or whoever being a fan of Lucio Fulci, because
Sure.
I'm a huge fan. But then. And for them to even do that, I'm fine with that. Go ahead, do it. It's an homage.
Right.
It's a homage. It's whatever you want to call it. But then to say right there, blatantly, for Lucio, it's like,
Right.
fuck you. You
I
can't
agree.
even compare yourself to the shit that he did. And that just really just pissed me off just right at the end of the movie. When I was actually, with the cannonball shit, I was actually liking that part, and then that last scene just fucking shit all over the bed.
Yeah, I just kind of shook my head
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I saw for Lucio because obviously I was aware of what they were saying,
Right.
and I was just like, "Fucking really?" That's
Yeah, exactly.
that-
Yeah, it's two different realms of genres of movies altogether.
I mean,
And,
you could have let it go. You could have had that ending and had the glass shatter.
yeah, and that would have been fine.
Yes, that could have been enough
Yeah.
for the people that are in the know, people that are Fulci fans, and that have watched this movie. That's really enough to fucking give a nod.
Right, exactly.
Then they put that, and I'm like, yeah, it was weird. The ending, it was almost comical the way it ended. It was almost like the ending of like the Friday the 13th, the final chapter with Tommy opening his eyes, and you're just kind of led to fucking whatever.
Well, that was way better though.
Yeah. Oh my God, it's not even
Yeah,
close.
Jesus
But it was a
Christ.
situation where there may be a sequel, there may not.
Yeah.
It's alluding to something. Well, hey, we
Uncle
might-
Jody.
we might. What the fuck?
Jesus.
It was just, they were trying to do it the way they did in the final chapter, where it was take the without Lucio, thing, and just put that in. The look that he gave, it was kind of like, maybe we'll go somewhere with this, and maybe we won't.
Well, thank God they didn't. So that.
Uncle Sam 2.
No, we don't need that. So
No, we never got a Maniac 2, so there's no fucking way we should get an Uncle Sam 2. My God.
Right.
Same
Yeah.
to-
I guess he got out of his system with the Maniac Cop trilogy. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about that one day. But as far as this movie goes, what would you rate this movie in the Netflix rating? 1 through 5. Hated it, didn't like it, really liked it, or loved it.
Well, you know what? I don't want to trash it. Believe it or not, I don't want to trash it too much because it was actually filmed well. The cinematography was okay. The colors looked good. It didn't look too bad. It wasn't like a direct-to-video complete piece of shit. And I've seen some
Yeah, it
real
could have looked worse.
Yeah, I've seen some real shitty horror movies. And like I said at the beginning of it, it knew what it was. It didn't take itself too seriously. So for that reason, I'm not going to score it too low. Although you might say it's low, but I'm going to say 1.5. That's my official grade.
One.
Yes.
So in between, hated it and didn't like it. Okay.
Yeah. Why, you going to go higher, really?
I would just say 2. Didn't like
Okay.
it. I mean, this movie, yeah, technically it's not absolutely that terrible. Is it a good movie? Absolutely not. Of course not. Does it have some enjoyable parts? Sure. Am I going to sit down and watch it again? No.
Exactly.
No way
That's
in
why
hell.
it's a 1.5 for me.
Yeah. But okay, now, given that, would you recommend this movie? Would you take this banana? Would you peel back this banana? Would you peel it back or would you stick it up your crack? I mean,
Well,
seriously.
I honestly think that unless this show itself piqued your curiosity and as to what we've been talking about, you might want to look at it for a fucking laugh. You might want to check it out and say, hey, let's see what the fuck these guys are talking about. Let's watch the movie.
So that's a peel it back?
I cannot really say it's a peel it back. I can't.
You got to decide one or the other.
I know. This is where the peel it back, stick it up is a quandary for me, because I don't want to say peel it back, and I don't really want to say you're gonna fucking really stick it up your crack like a fucking porn whore.
This is what I say. Maybe my decision will help you decide.
Okay.
I gave it a 2. I didn't like it. I've sat through worse movies. That's why I didn't hate it. You know what I mean? That's why I gave it a 2. But would I recommend it? Absolutely. Peel this banana back. Yeah, I recommend this movie. Did I like it? No. Will you like it? Probably not. Do I recommend it? Yeah, absolutely. Check it out one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what? You have to come equipped with...
You got to know what you're watching, absolutely. But I think anybody who picks up Uncle Sam knows what they're going to get. And if you're even picking this up, I say, yeah, check it out. Yeah, there are worse ways to spend an hour and a half. Absolutely.
I agree. Okay.
Did I like it? No, I didn't like it. I
didn't like it, and I don't expect anyone else to like it.
I would still say this is a banana that you peel back.
You know what? I'm not going to be even though I gave it a 1.5. I'm going to say fucking peel it back a little bit. Give it a sniff. Fucking, if you like the way it smells.
Just the tip.
Yes, sniff the tip. If it's soft enough, it's okay. Take a little bite. You know what? So peel it back a bit and fucking go from there. How's that?
Oh my God, you're retarded. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's it. That's official. That's it. That's the end of this episode of BananaLaser. I had a blast. Thanks as always, Dave. It's always a pleasure.
Thank you,
love
brother.
doing this shit. Yep. We'll be back, next episode with something. Probably another shitty movie, maybe holiday themed. We don't know. We're not that smart. We're not planning shit that far in advance.
Who knows, man? We might fucking we could do anything in the next show. We could unveil our first freaking unholy trinity, or we could fucking go with something else. Or
Dave, you're actually I just said we don't plan shit. Now you're actually saying that we kind of plan shit.
I said maybe. I'm saying maybe, because, we're not complete fucking morons. We got ideas floating around. We got to entertain.
Absolutely.
You know what? Fucking chill till the next episode.
Absolutely. So with that, we're going to say out of here. And thought to ponder, guys. Do firework-related injuries cause psychic abilities? If so... bottle rocket fight, motherfuckers.
Woo! Be careful, kiddos.
See you.